right? This is my mistake, and I'm copping to it. I was a baboso for doing this. I went after the guy. He's soft. He can't take a joke. He got butt hurt because Bobby Lee said Hispanic, the breed of Hispanic comedians are soft, and he got all in the yeah
In the
in the
heat of it.
no in the segment that I saw.
Uh huh.
I thought, well, why is Marcelo acting so butthurt? It's like, would you just wake up out of the on the wrong side of the bed?
Right.
Okay, I saw the whole hour and 15 minutes,
Oof.
and it was not that. It's just amazing. Context is everything, right? And I want to. This is my bad. This is my bad. In that it wasn't a soft. He's not a weenie at all. Him and Bobby Lee throughout the whole hour were like low level, high level, passive aggressive with each other, and
Mm.
it is funny, man. It is funny. This bit was actually towards the end of the podcast, so my apologies because I listened to the whole thing. I was like, oh man, these guys are just going after each other, but low level, and also too kind of they're both very controlling, and it's Bobby
Mhm.
Lee's show, but they're
Right.
laughing about it with each other. They're like, it was great. It was great, and my apologies to Marcelo for sure, because I do want to say one thing though. He is a Cuban, and
Oh, okay.
Cubans love to take control, be in control. Let me run things, and he went up against Bobby Lee, so there was a little bit of that throughout the whole podcast. But you know what? It made for a good podcast watch. So uh, I loved it. I actually loved it. And I was like, this is what I get when someone sends me just a segment, Fletch.
Yeah, you
This is what I
gotta.
get.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all apologies. Marcelo has a one man show on Netflix now called American Boy. It's in English. It's a stand up special.
Okay.
Marcelo Hernandez. Yeah. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I liked it. I liked it. But you know how Cubans can be very like to take charge.
We could say that about all our significant, kind of
I
like
don't know if
backgrounds and stuff.
I don't know if
Yeah.
Mexican Chicanos are like that.
Well, maybe not Mexican Chicago, but like Mexicans, there's some that are like, yeah,
Chilangos do
it's like
definitely. But I think
it's my way,
Argentina,
way.
our Argentinians and Cubans are like on the you talk about that spectrum. Let's create that
Mhm.
new spectrum, right? Let me say Argentinians and Cubans. I don't connect the word humble to the. I don't know. Am I talking out of my butt?
Okay, here we go.
Am I
Okay.
talking out of my butt? Well, no.
That's
Listen, man, and that's not a bad trait. I'm just saying that obviously Latinos are very different with each other from each other. Some are just louder and more expressive.
hmm yeah. Now you're attacking the Dominicans and Puerto Ricans. What?
Correct. But it's not an attack. It
I'm
is
just
a
messing with you.
observation and a
Yeah.
praise. No. You know, oh my God. I'm like, I don't even know what I'm doing now.
It's like the hole's getting deeper.
I know. I know. Hey, I am the one of the babosas of the week. I'm living up to it, right? But in this case with Marcelo, you could tell like he's so Cuban, and that's not a bad thing. It's just that, and they even pointed out because they're the Asian culture. They were just like kind of bumping heads, but having fun. It
Right.
was really good. You
So
go,
it was
oh
good,
wait,
and it.
who are the quiet Latinos?
Oh,
Ooh,
you know
that's a good
what?
one.
I guess it depends on the situation.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if I've actually been around a lot of quiet Hondureños. People from
Yeah.
Honduras that have been kind of quiet. Yeah, so people from Costa Rica usually are kind of mellow.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Mm-hmm.
very the so-called ticos are usually very kind of chill. So I think it would give it more like I would say those maybe those two are more the kind of quiet. It depends on the situations. I mean, I've met like loudmouth Peruvians and Chileans and very demure, quiet ones. So I guess it depends on like
I
everything
think it's
else, you know.
right, and I think it's well, who's gotten the reputation for being loud? The louder
Yeah,
Latinos. The
that's the thing.
reputation is Puerto Ricans and Dominicans.
Right in the United States, right? In the United States,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
mostly you have that the Dominicans and Puerto Ricans usually are like which is funny because even they acknowledge it because all the time it's like pero en Puerto Rico y na pero la mami mira dominicana, so you
right.
have more of the boisterous type of swagger, right? That
And we're
it's
not,
fun.
and it's not a put down being loud.
No
It's just
hashtag no cap.
hashtag. Okay, there you go. It's just it's just different. The Chicanos here tend to be very chill compared to the Boricuas.
Yeah.
From New York, and it's not a cap.
No,
It's
no,
not a
it's
cap.
just a thing. It's like Italians. Sometimes you have quiet Italians. You have Italians that are kind of loud, even if they're just pointing. So
All right, man, we got to bring in our guest because he's been waiting for a long time, and he
woohoo.
did his homework. Fletcher, he saw
What?
Blood in, Blood Out. Yeah,
What? Orale.
he saw Blood in, Blood Out. I'm talking about what's his title? A Bleeding Fool, founder, creator,
Founder, creator,
uh-huh,
maestro.
maestro,
Yeah.
the number one pelon,
No, number pelon número uno. That would be. I'm
pelon
surprised he
numero
doesn't have a
uno.
bandana. That
He
the
needs a
mystic
bandana on that
bandana. He
chrome.
needs a bandana.
He needs to put a bandana right
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
on the thing.
That would be.
I'm of course talking about Chris Brawley. Everybody, let's bring him in. Hey.
And
I
he's got
like,
an
I like Maestro. I like that. Feed on erroneous. So
earrings and everything like a proper pirate. That's what I'm talking about.
I've
He's
got
got the earring, man. This boy's
all the
got flair,
time.
man.
That's what I'm
Just
saying.
Chris has got flair.
This is enough. It's a little,
Yeah,
little
he's
something.
got the
Yeah.
swagger. It's
little
like,
something. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
we all got a little fashion going.
There you go.
I've got some
in lieu of the Met Gala.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
right.
wait.
Oh yeah. We do have to have the fashion, right?
Oh, where's he going? Is he gonna go get his pirate hat?
All right.
But Chris Brawley's here. He's coming up with something. What'd you bring, brother?
There we
Uh-oh.
go.
All right.
Oh,
Got the Biden shades. Got my trucker hat. I don't know if that counts. Huh?
No, it doesn't count now.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. No, the shades look
The
good.
shades, yeah, the shades.
Do you
look
like
good.
the shades?
Yeah. Let's see the shades.
That's like,
Let's
oh
see the-
yeah, there you go.
Nice.
Nice. Well, hold up. Now I feel like I have to
Okay.
give you my ID and driver's license.
State trooper.
Yeah.
Tarjeta Verde.
Yeah.
Verde.
Oh shoot.
Can you say Vatos Locos forever?
Vatos locos forever.
Nice. You see, you got a little draw to it.
See, mine are see-through.
Oh, I like those. Yeah, I like those a
Yeah.
lot. They need to
I
be
commandeered
gold
them.
rim though.
No.
No, that's
I
too
would never
Elvis.
wear that.
Then you
Okay.
get the armor. Yeah.
Yeah, these are commandeered from Romy. So there you go.
They're sharp. They're sharp.
I'm like, girl, I stole your glasses, the only one that could fit my huge head. So how are you, my friend?
I'm good. It's been a long time. Do we want to get right into this movie because it's on my mind?
You know what? Let's do it, man, because we made this assignment in lieu of Cinco de Mayo just passing.
Yeah.
Is the movie have you ever seen Blood In, Blood Out? I sent you the movie. It's what, 10 hours long?
It's about 3, a little over 3. Did
Right?
you know there was going to be a 5-hour cut? The original cut was 5 hours.
Nice.
Look at you. Did your homework?
What?
Now,
I looked
this
into
was
The
So-
link you
so
sent
get-
me. Listen, the link you sent me by
Yeah.
about 2 hours and 30 minutes in, it locks up.
this is the link you sent me back. So what are your initial thoughts of this Chicano crime epic?
I'll tell you, you want the good and the bad. The good is
Give it.
I was moved. There was some really poignant moments in this, particularly. It got dusty in here when Cruz was at the grave and Mama shows up. I'm just like, whoa. That to me his arc, even though it's tragic, he actually is as good an actor as anybody on the screen here, because even as an artist, when he's cutting out his baby brother from the painting because Paco,
Oh, you're talking
oh
about Jesse Borrego. Oh my
yeah,
God.
just
Yeah.
intense, just intense. And I'm surprised he's not really a working actor anymore. You know, I mean, he's an activist more than an actor, I think.
Yeah. He always has been that. He's always been
Okay.
that.
But
But
Benjamin Bratt, you know, I mean, this is
Mhm.
great work from him. I've always liked him in everything. You know, this is the same year he did Demolition Man. So, which I
yeah.
think really raised his reputation a little bit, really got his visibility out there. But yeah, this movie was good. Now, as far as weaknesses, let me tell you what I wanted to see and I didn't get to see. There wasn't any
Mm,
courtroom stuff. I kind of wanted to see Miklo go through the system before he went straight to San Quentin, you know?
mm.
I kind of thought, and to me, Miklo, he seems like a Sean Astin kind of clone, like a Latino Sean Astin to me. I don't know.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah,
Wow.
I will say the
That's
cast is
awesome.
stacked. I mean, my gosh, you know, you got your obviouses like Danny Trejo and Raymond Cruz, and of course the main
Uh-huh.
cast. But dude, Ving Rhames, this came out like a year before Pulp Fiction.
Yep.
Billy Bob Thornton as a white supremacist, right?
I thought you'd like that.
Delroy Lindo, I hated it. No, Delroy Lindo, which really a good role for him, for sure.
Now, how
And
about this epic scene where he comes to
are you
see
finding it?
Popeye?
Oh, Popeye was a scum. You talk about a slug. That guy was scum. Yeah. A lot of prison rape stuff in this, you know.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Grape. I said grapes, you know, enjoy the fruit of the vine. A
Delroy
lot of
Lindo's in this too.
yeah, that's right. And you know, even though he was sort of like the what do you call it? The moral center of the piece. Who's the leader in prison? Gosh, what was
Oh,
his name?
Santana.
Yeah. So
Yeah, played by the
he
great Enrique Castillo.
he was very good. And man, that twist at the end, man, hit me right in the balls. I was just like, good gosh, that's ugly.
In the
Ugly what
balls.
they did to him, you know? And let's see what else. You know who I thought? What was his dad's name? What was Paco? Not Paco, but Cruz's dad's name.
Cruz's dad. You mean the ex-Marine?
No, not his real. No, wait. I'm getting them confused because I know that Miklo has a white father, but he's just barely
Right.
at the beginning.
He's not getting it for a second, right?
Yeah, no, it's
Mhm.
I'll tell you who he looks like. I can't. He reminds me of a cross between Casey Kasem, John Forsythe, and Desi Arnaz. Plays Mono. The
Oh
dad.
yeah. He's an ex-jarhead.
Is he
He
really?
runs it.
Okay.
He has in the character, and he runs a mechanic shop. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, man, really great actor. Really one of those.
great presence.
He seems like an old school actor too. You know,
Yeah, he
he's
had
got
great.
that.
He's got the Montalban looks. I get
Yeah,
what you're saying.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's got what
that's
it takes. Yeah, on screen. So he's got gravitas on camera a lot. But yeah, Cruz's just sort of fall from grace, man. What a great moment. There he is. Yeah, what a great moment for him here, and he says all the right thanks to everybody, and gives credit where it's due. And
well.
it was
Cruz is the artist, right?
yeah,
And you
yeah,
could tell he's got a great progression and arc in this film,
he does.
where then he becomes a drug addict, and
Yeah,
but he basically becomes a a very successful artist. He's got sellout
oh yeah,
galleries in Beverly Hills. Yeah,
yep. And then
you know.
but then it's that attack by the rival gang that breaks his
Right.
back, cuts him, gets him on the
Mhm.
pills. Next thing you know, he's doing heroin. And speaking of, that's another thing I didn't quite buy. Juanito, was that his little brother?
Yes.
I didn't see the OD coming. The overdose with the baby brother, it wasn't believable for me. I mean, I got it, and I knew that it needed that kind of moment.
It
But
just needed it, right?
Because he looked up to his brother, so I get that that's why he maybe did it or whatever. But I can't imagine a kid that young sticking a needle in his arm, But it worked. The graveyard scene works so well. I just wish maybe they had found a different way for him to die, or I don't know. So to me, that was a little less than believable. But man, I also
I
wanted
got to
more.
take this off. Looks like we got cut off.
No way.
Well,
Yeah.
What?
Well, because we were playing the movie, and it is a Disney movie.
Oh, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Oh, I hope not.
Be right back.
Terminated due to use of third-party audio or video content.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Let me check my emails. Yeah, it's really weird. I mean,
I thought we were reviewing the movie.
Looks like okay, the stream was interrupted, and then YouTube removed.
Yeah.
So, can it come back on, or is it just done?
Yeah, because I think everything's done on it. Do you want to just start a new stream real quick?
Yeah, let's start a new one.
Okay, all right. How do I do that?
You just
open up.
Yeah.
Damn, that's new.
What you'll have to do is just show stills.
Yeah.
Like just don't play. Just leave it on pause.
Well, let me see.
You want me to sign out, and you want to just give me a new sign in?
Yeah, give me a minute. Give me a minute.
I'll look at. You want to email, or you want to do it in a chat on X?
We'll do X.
Yeah. Okay. I'll look for it there. All right. See you guys.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
No, it's all good.
Okay. Let me see here. I'll do the same with you, and I'll be right back.
All right. I'll get up.
Yeah. Build it, and I'll look.
Yeah. Copy. Dude, it's a strike. They're not even letting me go live.
You're live right now.
Wait, what? I'm so confused. What's going on here?
You're live. I'm bleeding full.
I'm on Bleeding Full?
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean?
Yeah, that what you're seeing right now.
I know. What channel is this though?
This Bleeding Fool channel.
Huh?
This is Bleeding Fool channel. It's like Inception. And you're live on Rumble, says Loki.
Well, Rumble would stay live. That's
Yeah.
true. Oh, and then Bleeding Fool.
Yeah, you're on Chris channel. Yeah.
Oh, so on Chris's channel and on Rumble, we're still live, but on YouTube, we have been copyright striked. I can't even go live.
Oh.
So I need to take action on this right now because this is absolutely ridiculous.
Stupid blood in, blood out.
All right. Please don't share sensitive. Here's appeal the decision. We were live reviewing and commenting on a film from 1993 that is on YouTube. Using that link to watch and comment on when the stream was taken down. I understand the stream interruption, but not the strike, especially since this movie is on YouTube. Please reverse the decision. Maybe we should tell Chris, go into your thing and we can still. Oh my God. We were live reviewing and commenting on a film from 1993, Blood in, Blood Out. That is on YouTube. YouTube, using that link to watch and comment on. When the stream was taken down, I understand the stream interruption, but not the strike. Unreal, man. Please reverse the decision on the strike and allow me to go live. I mean, we're supposed to have a live this Friday live again on my channel, as I have other streams later in the week planned. All right, submit appeal. Okay, I think that's pretty straightforward. Appeal decision, you can appeal up until May 6th. Oh, it is May 6th. That's weird. We'll review content and let you know within 72 hours. If we didn't violate our policies, we'll put it back on YouTube. Okay, submit. Thanks for input. Check your status. All right, well, all right, that's where we're at. And let me bring up Rumble, because it didn't kill the Rumble stream. And we can redirect people to go to Rumble. But it would not let me start a new stream. The stream was interrupted. Move content. Okay. All right, now I'm back in here. So, all right. So what do we do here? My feed. Thank you for hanging out with us on Rumble.
Yeah.
Let me see. I know it's Olo there and 2 other people. So I got the Rumble and the Rumble open. Now what I'm thinking is, what should I tell Chris? This is continue?
Yeah. I mean, you can always just clip it if you want to clip it. Yeah, continue. It's not going to give you the live, but if you want to have something to clip from it, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, we didn't really talk anything segments yet,
Yeah.
you know. But what do I tell Chris to come back on here? Because he's still going on his thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it says 19 people.
19?
Yeah.
On where I'm bleeding full?
No, on Rumble.
Okay. Let's take down that.
See, that's Rumble.
Yeah, I just want to take all this down. Oh. 19?
Mm-hmm.
How come it only says 4 here? Hola. Let me know you are here. Okay. Okay, let me tell Chris just to come back on here. We'll just continue. Chris. Brawley. Come back to the same StreamYard link. Okay.
It's funny because how come they didn't clip him?
That is weird, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you have here?
Oh no, it's just a still.
Gotcha. Let me invite him. I do want to remind people later on in a couple hours, I'm going to be live on Nina Infinity's channel, 2 p.m. West Pacific time. It's been moved up 2 p.m. So let's try. Okay. Let's bring you back in, Chris. Okay. So here's what happened.
Okay.
I got a copyright strike.
Oh no.
So I can't even start a new live.
Oh no.
But this is really weird, right, Fletcher? Tell him what happened.
Yeah, so basically you're still streaming in your channel.
What?
Yeah, so right now on Bleeding Fool, you have been streaming. We actually been streaming our whole ordeal.
Well, this
the fact that I didn't, even though I signed out, we're still live.
Yeah,
you're still live on we're still live on Bleeding because you multi-streamed it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And thank you for that. And we've been live on Rumble.
Yeah.
So this is not going to get turned over because I tried to create it wouldn't even let me create a new live stream.
That's bizarre.
Yeah.
And it's not because I'm streaming it, cross streaming it.
No, no, it was just because of they hit our channel, and then I guess yours went under the radar, maybe because it's tool
Yeah,
streaming.
small, tiny.
Yeah, and it's just small.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
yeah.
All right.
Well, and
So
I don't even think we monetize ours. Yeah, it's like it's I don't have a show, right? This is the show.
Welcome.
all right, I'm gonna put this up on X.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe you post that we're still on the Bleeding Fool channel.
Right. That's what I'm doing right
There you go.
now.
Okay,
And
that's crazy.
Oh
Oh yeah,
yeah.
and I have when I'm on YouTube, I'm sharing. Oh no, that's a different thing. Never mind. Let's see. Yeah, but you guys can't take super chats or anything.
No,
Nope, that's all right.
That's
I mean, it's not, but
that sucks.
on Rumble we can, but we hardly ever get money on Rumble. But and it's all good. Okay, so it is, that is a Disney movie.
Yeah.
Let's bring this up, and then let me give me 60 seconds, but take over, Fletcher, bring it up and talk about it, and I'll be right back.
all right. So you did watch, and
Yeah, I did.
So I guess we were on like the things that you liked and the things that you didn't like. I don't think we covered, did we?
Well, yeah, I mean, I didn't buy the the heroin overdose for the kid just because. Yeah, because there was no setup for it,
Right.
I'll tell you what I wanted to see more of. I wanted to see Paco going to boot camp. I wanted to see him kind of struggling with, because we know he went to join the Marines to keep from going to jail.
Right.
And we only know that because he told us that, right? There was never any.
Right. It's a show don't tell type deal, right?
Right. I would rather have seen a little bit of a struggle there. I would like to have seen him in boot camp, maybe.
Yeah. Well, that's a great. That would be a great kind of like a sequel or kind of like what is it like? It won't be a prequel. It'd be like one of those where you take a part of the movie.
Yeah, you know what I thought.
Yeah.
So I know they've talked about doing a sequel to this now for years, and
Right.
I don't know that they ever will. But I think that they ought to think about doing this as a streaming series, and they could get into some of these things.
Right.
Maybe an 6, 8, 10 episodes, something like that.
Right.
It's apparently very culturally relative. I was
Yes.
surprised at some of the songs in the soundtrack. I already told you I was delightfully surprised by the cast. And we called out a few people, but I mean, there were a lot of just character actors that don't even really get a mention that I thought were cool
Right.
to see. I think they've stayed. I think they overemphasized the prison. Miklo's. I think he got the most play. The prison stuff in San Quentin got the most play.
Right.
I would have liked to have seen a little bit more of Paco's military life and how he got recruited. We see him in his dress greens or whatever in one scene, and then 20 minutes later, he's got the fake beard and the hair.
Right.
And, he's doing a drug, but you don't even really know what is going on. And then that's got Jenny Gago. Is that her name? She's like what a brutal woman. It's like, wow.
Right.
And she's got a pretty storied career herself,
No, completely. And I think part of the mystique of it, I think going into like the prison stuff, I think it was mostly because remember at that time, they were a bunch of these like prison movies, right?
Yeah.
So maybe like the influence of maybe the producers or something to kind of go, well, prison is such a like an other world for like movie audiences. Maybe let's stay a little bit here longer. But I agree that I myself, the prison scenes were a little bit much, especially having family and stuff that has gone in that situation. So it's kind of sensitive and stuff. But I do agree that I think it would have been nicer to have, not criticizing movies. So don't send me tweets. But
Yeah, let the gringo criticize it. Yeah.
yeah, that's huge.
Yeah.
It's send him all the stuff.
Yeah,
He can
send me
handle
all
it.
the hate mail.
It's an but for me, yeah, I would have liked to see that. I agree with that. That to me would have been something that kind of fleshed it out a little bit more. But it did. You know, you're all running into already time constraints because, like you said, the
Yeah,
movie
well, that's what I was going to say,
the
Fletcher.
yeah.
You know, it was already a 5-hour cut.
Yeah.
They probably said, you know, this maybe they shot some of that stuff. Maybe they
Oh,
shot some of
completely.
Paco's military life or starting out as a rookie cop or something, and it just wasn't working.
Right.
You know, and they said, you know, let's lean into this. And that's really the story, because the story is about Miklo. You know, it really just all ends on a really sad kind of situation, because these guys have got love for each other and all this promise at the beginning, and the
Right.
streets just, you know, I was actually shouting at Paco, like, you know, don't, you know, after that first gang fight
Right.
and they're racing down the alleyways in the car trying to get away. I'm like, man, you are not going to get away. You are making a huge mistake. This is after Miklo is saying something about, you know, he's on probation or whatever. And I'm like, this is just not going to go well. And you kind of see where it's going to go badly. And, oh yeah, I hated Popeye here.
Chon.
Yeah. There he is.
I mean, a lot of these lines were very memeable, and people have been saying these lines for decades now.
Yeah.
Give me some chon chon is
give
basically
some chon-chon.
now a Chicano slang.
And meme.
And meme. Yeah. You know, in fact, you just used it in
Yeah.
because we interviewed Danny Trejo on a red carpet last week.
Nice.
What was that, Fletcher?
That was because of I put it in because of
The answer.
the Kiss.
Gene Simmons.
Gene Simmons.
Yes.
Our poor little interviewer.
Yeah.
You know, he's a sensitive kid, and he was telling him, "Oh, you do great in prison." You know, and we were like, "Whoa, whoa!" Gene Simmons just dissed our reporter, and it was so I put that Chon Chon clip on there because I was like,
man.
yeah, it's like, what are you trying to say?
Pretty legendary, man.
You guys know that this movie, it came out like a year after the LA riots, right?
Right.
So Disney, I'm sure you guys know this, changed the name of it. Theatrically, it was called something like Bound by Honor.
Bound by Honor.
Bound by Honor, yeah.
Give me some Chon Chon. Oh my gosh. And that came out of nowhere. I'm like, oh man, I can go there. This is getting dark. It's getting dark.
It's getting dark in here.
Well, usually Chon Chon comes out of nowhere and it's in the dark, so you got to look out.
You gotta watch out, man.
Yeah, you got to watch. Well, never turn your back on anybody in prison.
Heck no.
There's the rule. Yeah. And man, speaking of that thing at the end, that really crushed me. I would have liked to have seen. I mean, they had such a stacked cast. I would have liked to have seen the Enrique's daughter waiting for him, you know,
Vanessa Marquez.
Yeah. That would have been a moment. That would have been a moment. I would like to see some aftermath there. So I think expanding this, like remaking it, expanding it, maybe casting some of the younger people as older characters, not the same characters, but as characters like the dad, you know, like Mono, maybe Benjamin Bratt could be Mono or something, right? Like having some, you know, paying homage to the original, but doing it as a 6 or 10 episode streaming series. So you could get into some of these other stories and some of these other details, you know, with what about 500 minutes of content? I think it could be tremendous, really well. And I think you keep it set during this era.
I think that's brilliant. That is probably the smartest thing I've ever heard in a long time, is that they should make Blood In, Blood Out a miniseries.
Yep.
Especially nowadays with you know, for content. I mean, the stuff they have on there, limited series.
Yeah.
This was a great, this ending was an amazing, beautiful ending.
Oh yeah. This was moving. To me, this was probably the second most moving part of the movie for me. Second most moving.
What was your first?
The first one was the graveyard scene with
The
Cruz.
graveyard scene.
When the mother shows up, when Juanita's mother shows up, and she just, you can, she kind of not creeps up on him, but she kind of comes up very quietly. He's there crying and just being really sad about the role he played in Juanito's death. And then she's there for forgiveness, you know? And he just, as he stands up, you don't really know if he's going to say anything. And I'm sitting here going, don't say anything. Just embrace her. And he just does it and just sort of surrenders. You know, it's really moving. But, you know, I was moved by, as I said earlier, about Cruz destroying the art. You know, when Paco says, you know, you're not in the family, you know, don't be using baby brother. And basically he cuts him out of the painting. And I know how artists are. For you to destroy your art, you know, so he is having the most intense feelings, and it's appropriate, right? It's totally appropriate. But I also thought that I thought Montana's death, you know, that forged letter in prison that, you know, he befriends the guy in the cell next to him. And you kind
of
another
great character actor, that old black guy.
Yeah. See, there were so many of those in this. The bald white supremacist, he's a character actor. I don't know who he is, but did you notice the librarian? What is that guy's name? He's been in a bunch of TV shows. Richard Mazur or something. He was in like
Richard Mazur.
Mazur. Yeah. He was in It, One Day at a Time, and some other shows. Yeah, and this guy on the right,
he was the SAG president for a minute too.
Was he? I did not know that. Now this is what, Magic Mike, is that the guy's name here on the right?
I don't remember the character's name.
It's Victor Rivers, right? Mask of Zorro.
No, it's not Victor Rivers. That's another guy, and that's Miklo's right hand man. Was Victor Rivers?
Okay, yeah. He used to be Enrico's though, right? Like there was kind of a shift in loyalty because the Miklo.
I think.
Well, that guy used to play ball. Didn't he? Wasn't he a football player or something too? I think
Vic Rivers, really?
I think so. Yeah. And what was the chick's name that was the PCP dealer? She was also in Selena, older, fat kind of PCP dealer.
Lupe Ontiveros. She played the.
Here she is, right in the middle. Yeah.
And Biff. Look at Biff was in this.
Oh, I forgot. Yes, exactly. Biff from Back to the Future. Wilson. Man, this cast was stacked.
Cast was crazy stacked.
Yeah.
And you know, some of these actors are no longer with us. Some of them still are, you know, rest in peace.
Yeah.
But this is like a time capsule. It's just one of the it's a love-hate with the Chicano Latino community with this film.
Oh yeah.
You know, as you can imagine, you know, but it's basically now, you know, like a treasure, man. Shoot, they can't even greenlight movies like these anymore.
No. You know what it kind of reminded me of a little bit of? What was that movie with C. Thomas Howell and Matt Dillon, and it was like Nothing Gold Can Stay, Pony Boy. Gosh, what was
The Outsiders?
Outsiders, yeah. It kind of reminded me of a grittier, more realistic take on what The Outsiders was kind of trying to capture, but for the Latino community. It had that same kind of vibe for me. It was a good movie. I mean, it had its flaws, obviously, or at least in my opinion. I think it was too long. I think there was some stuff in the prison, like, you know, I understood the part about getting the money from, you know, the guard that had made the deal with the racist chef or whatever. I can't remember who that was, but, and I understood them needing to get the money. And I always enjoy that kind of, it reminded me of sort of the, some of the scheme scenes in Goodfellas or whatever, when they were going around and you know, selling the sandwiches or whatever and had the money in it and stuff. I wish it had been a little more balanced and we got a little more Cruz and a little more Paco's story, what was going on with them. Other than that, it was so good. It was so moving. It was a good story. I don't know that Miklos would have been the actor that I would have wanted to cast for that role.
But wasn't he in Street Fighter?
He was, yep. He played what was he? Ken? I think it was Ken.
He was
That was,
Damien Chapa. He
but
got some work for a
well,
minute.
Raul, of course, obviously. Was there anybody else in that movie but Raul Julia?
Yeah.
As far as I guess, maybe Von Damme made an appearance in Street Fighter. It's hard to say, but yeah, he was in that. He was in that, and he's been in. I mean, he's a director. He's a screenwriter. I mean, he's done a lot of stuff. Damien Chapa. Yeah, he played Ken. Yeah, and that was a stacked cast, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, you're now an honorary Chicano, man, for watching Blood In, Blood Out.
Oh, no kidding. Well, I'll take Miklo. I'll be sort of a hybrid, or what do you call that? A half breed.
Yeah.
I dated a beautiful girl from Puerto Rico.
So you're a coconut.
Yeah, okay. Dated a beautiful girl named Monica from Puerto Rico when I was in college.
Nice.
And she's from New Orleans, but she was actually Italian. Her dad was Puerto Rican. Her mom was Italian, so she was half. So what do you call that? Half a Rican? Quarter Rican? I'm not sure, right? But I thought, and I love the art. I'll tell you what, especially at the beginning, the cinematography and the DP was, you could tell, knew exactly what they wanted to capture on film. They were capturing all this beautiful street art. And and I was impressed that they filmed this. That was really filmed in San Quentin prison, and they didn't shut down the prison for that. That you know,
I think Danny Trejo went in there before and talked to the homies to make sure they could do certain things, and they allowed them to do it.
Crazy.
Which they did not allow Edward James Olmos's movie American Me to do. So there was a lot of beef.
Oh,
I mean, I think Eddie almost had a hit on him for years. From the
Are
Mexican
you serious?
Mafia.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the extras here, I guess, were inmates at San Quentin.
Yeah, Trejo would talk about this. Is like, because he knew all the real, MA people, and because he served time with them. He went over there.
He's legit, but he wasn't in the. He didn't get as much attention.
Well, he wasn't yet Trejo.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because you got to remember, this movie's 32 years old.
Yeah, 93, 94.
Yeah, so 23, 33, 34 years. Yeah. And speaking of gang members, I'm thinking that the actors all lived as gang members for a few months before the movie to get it made. To kind of really
those actors lived together in a house.
Okay.
The three brothers, or
These guys,
the two brothers and the cousin. Yeah, they were great. Yeah. They're wonderful, man.
And Benjamin Bratt, what a treasure he is. Long career now with Law and Order.
Well, and they cut a lot of his stuff out.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Do
you know there was a
5-hour? There was a 5-hour cut on this, right, Paulie? I would wonder if that's available anywhere.
I know when we interviewed Taylor, he said he had it all.
Wow.
Because we had him on Midnight's Edge along with majority of the Cat Benjamin Bratt, Jesse Borrego. And it was great. We raised a few grand for this charity.
Oh, no kidding.
And it was great. Yeah, it was great. It was a great stream. Yeah, this was it was a few years ago, man.
Yeah. I think the Midnight's Edge ought to get back to doing that more.
Yeah. It's definitely a different game now.
Yeah.
Competition.
Well, right. Yeah, you got to stand out. You got to stand out. I could see this though really being a spread out over a streaming, or even
back to Brown In, Brown Out.
Oh, snaps!
Snap!
Ouch!
It is in East LA. It was set in East LA. There's some landmarks in East LA that are still up there, like the pine tree, El Pino, and the 5 Points restaurant that he comes out of eating tacos. That's all there. Oh, yeah. That is just north of where my family had their houses.
No kidding.
Oh yeah, my family had houses in Gage and Whittier, and since the 50s.
Oh, sweet.
My family sold them a few decades ago, just because the matriarch passed away finally. But on Gage and Whittier was a block away from that real location of the mechanic with all the artwork on the
Yeah.
on the mechanics. That's a real, it's a muffler place,
Yeah. Oh, I don't doubt it. Yeah.
so
It's so
a
authentic.
lot of this, yeah, a lot of it was either they were real and they still exist, or they're real and they don't exist anymore.
Right.
But that's Alpino. Yeah.
That's cool.
That's a place
Yeah. I
from
mean, there was definitely a real air of authenticity about the whole thing,
Mhm.
you know, and I
Mhm.
could definitely see how, um,
That was
you
in West Hollywood. Crucito's Art Gallery. That's funny. Yeah.
know, I could
Yeah.
see Latino culture just fully embracing, but also probably wrestling with this movie a lot like maybe African Americans would be like with Boys in the Hood or something like that, you know?
Boys in the Hood got a little more recognition.
Yeah, you know, I had never heard of this movie. When you shared this with me, I thought, what? And then when I started watching it, I'm like, okay, I thought it was going to be, I was going to have to watch captions. You know, that last movie that we reviewed together was completely in Spanish. The
Well, that's from Spain. That was from Spain. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is
Matador,
an English
or
film.
what was that called? Snow
Snow White.
White? Yeah,
Yeah, that was a
Blanca.
good one.
Yeah, that was quite interesting. I even had my wife watching that. This one I watched at the office. And the first link, listen, to the audience that hasn't seen Blood In, Blood Out, surely they have if they're fans of the Latino Slant. But now if you're coming here and you're just a Bleeding Fool and you're like, oh crap, Bleeding Fool's live, you should watch Blood In, Blood Out. It's free on YouTube. You can find it, but double check that the last 10, 30 minutes isn't frozen. I finally found one that wasn't. And even the one I finally found had some audio issues at the end. So maybe that's why that ending didn't
Well,
hit for me like
I
I'd
think,
hoped.
and this is what I get for playing it, because a couple of years, up until a couple of years ago, this movie was impossible to find. It wasn't streaming anywhere.
Yeah.
It was on the shelves, and then maybe 2 years ago, Disney put it on Hulu. So that's what I get, because it is on Hulu. So it's like, well, that makes sense. The
Or watch it on
algorithm is,
Hulu. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
that's why the
Forgive us,
algorithm
Disney.
did that.
Forget
You know.
it. Forgive us, Buena Vista.
But it was on there's like how many movies? They should be striking down those movies that are on YouTube. It's so weird.
Yeah, exactly. Why is the movie out there, but this live stream? It's a joke. It's just it's a joke.
Yeah, sorry, Mark. We're still alive. Send super chats in lieu of Rumble or my PayPal, but Mark already pays me for he's a member of the channel. Listen, I found you. I walked away for a few minutes, and the other stream was gone. Well, here we are. Okay, like I said, it is in East LA. Do you have Siri, Chris?
Oh yeah, I got an iPhone.
Okay, so this is if Siri was from East LA.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah, yeah.
Here we go.
Hey Siri, what's the weather gonna be like tomorrow?
Buenos días, perrito. It's gonna be cold. They say put on the high socks, your Raiders beanie.
Okay, I want you to notice a few things. The first thing, Chris, is he's got bars in his window.
Oops. Yeah. Well, that's they're ubiquitous in LA.
Yeah. Yeah, we even have some. Fletcher, the other thing is perritos and high socks. Can you do a little cultural translation for Chris?
Oh, so the high socks is, part of the, should we say, little uniform of the Chicano culture in the Western United States. But perrito, it's obviously little dog, but it's also used, lovingly as, like my dog. The same as in, African American vernacular. It's used like my little dog, my homie. So there you go.
Perrito.
Perrito.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with perreando. That now we're going into the,
Or babosadas.
Babosadas. Yeah, babosadas kind of like means that you're doing like naughty things or
Oh,
stupid
okay.
things.
Yeah.
You know,
Literally translated, it's like a slug, right?
it's slobber.
Slobber. Okay.
Yeah,
Slobber
it's,
person.
yeah,
They're
it's
doing
just-
slobbering, nasty things.
Like a slob.
yeah,
Yeah.
Nasty oh, nasty oh.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right. Why don't we jump into some Star Wars news and then we'll get back to some Latino stuff. On the Bleeding Fool, since we're on now on Bleeding Fool.
Oh, yeah.
what?
Hasbro's $600 Grogu animatronic toy sells out in 24 hours.
Dang.
What is going on here?
Isn't that crazy? So they've got these. If you go down a little bit, you'll see where they were selling them.
Okay.
The Ultimate Grogu Collector's Edition. Now, this thing's fully animatronic. I mean, this thing actually moves, makes noises, reacts, and apparently, you know, there's been a lot of discussion about how this Mandalorian Grogu movie is not going to sell as well as even Solo, a Star Wars story, but there are still some hardcore fans willing to lay out some bread, big dollars for these things.
Right.
So there's something going on. This thing's like 15, it's almost 15 inches. It's over a foot tall.
Wow.
And I think there's a picture a little bit further down. You can see the guy, you know, just to get a scope or some context to how big this thing is. Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
Wow.
And what's the wrap up that your writer's basically saying?
Well, just sort of the merchandising companies, you know, they're having to pitch these higher price things, you know, to be profitable. You know, this thing's not costing $600, and you know, Hasbro's not paying that much to make it, including the licensing. But it's interesting that now the Ali didn't get into the fact that Hasbro is not selling much from the. This is the best. The Mandalorian is the best-selling merchandise from the Disney era.
Sure, I have everyone's favorite actor here.
Rose Tico, what you got?
You know.
Yeah.
I want to send this to before he goes on his European trip. I want him, Fletcher. I want you to have this when you're traveling.
Heck no.
Right
Listen,
You'll find his demise somewhere in the Middle Eastern river.
So, but this is bona fide merchandise success. Is the Mandalorian stuff?
I think so. Yeah, I think that it's the only property they've got that does it. Acolyte, I don't even think they bothered. They even took the Acolyte T-shirts off the Star Wars store when that came out.
So
but this is bona fide success. Yeah, like you're saying, and I can see, you know, Boba Fett style, Mandalorian style character figurines and things like that selling well. But Hasbro has basically come out and admitted that none of the characters, Rey, Poe, Rose Tico, the villains, none of them sell very well. They still do not outdo the classic era characters or the prequel characters for that matter.
So, Fletch, we've been talking about this a lot, and then we had the big discussion with Cameron Pasha. Disney's betting a lot that Mando's going to be a big hit. I think this is another good sign. The Baby Yoda merchandise sales, Fletch.
Yeah, like the high end kind of stuff is selling pretty well. I think that a lot of people that argue with the sales things is that the lower price stuff is kind of at a bit of a standstill because it kind of was a weird thing with Baby Yoda merch because when the Mandalorian came out, they didn't do enough. So there was like none everywhere. And then they overproduced and then it became like a stocked thing. So now with this one, the merchandise is so diverse. There's cologne. There's
Did you say cologne?
Yeah, they have cologne. They have Scrub Daddy. Actually, like Scrub Daddy is the when you buy stuff for your wife to scrub the dishes and stuff like that. They actually have Mandalorian and Grogu. Wow.
They got Grogu pillows, man.
Why
I
did
mean,
I get hit for that?
they got it
because
all.
you said women.
Ow.
You said women. And I was gonna add, Ursula, that hey, I wash the dishes every day, pretty much.
He says he washes the dishes.
My wife cooks. I do the dishes.
I watch sometimes. Ow.
Fletcher, man, get it checked live.
So they do have scrub daddies from the Mandalorian and Grogu. So I don't know how much that's gonna sell
Well, listen, let's get back.
for all the guys who do the dishes.
This is a stream of major sideways, whatever you want to call it. You know, we're getting it from all sides, buddy.
So just to be clear
yep.
on this Hasbro toy too, by the way, you can still get it. The Ultimate Edition is available. It's available at GameStop. It's available.
Wow.
You can get it almost anywhere, but the ones that sold out, this first edition came with special packaging and a collector card. So it was
dope. Man.
So it was a different sort of animal. It was the same toy. But that one sold out in just under 24 hours, actually.
Wow.
Kind of shocking.
$600, huh?
$600. I know. I remember when I was a kid and the Millennium Falcon toy was the big, for your action figures. It was a premium toy. But the real premium toy was with the next movie. If you could get one of those AT-AT walkers, the snow walkers. Oh, you had money in your house. We didn't have no snow.
Oh, those were. I think that's why they're doing the ATTs on the popcorn buckets. And stuff.
Well, they're in the movie. Yeah, they're in the movie.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, and there's a Cinemark doing an exclusive Gorgu pen collectible.
Yeah.
44-ounce combo popcorn cup. El Capitan doing a Mandalorian pack. I mean, these guys are going all out.
Yeah. I will say this. My wife and I went to go see, we finally got around to going to see Project Hail Mary. And so, you got to sit through 15, 20 minutes of trailers these days. And she's very cynical sometimes about modern culture. So she's like, I'm sure most of this is going to be crap. There were a couple of trailers that she actually showed interest in, but when this one came on, she was like, what is that title? It's like she didn't, the Mandalorian and Grogu, what is that? So I don't think it's got the same appeal that, say, maybe something just called Star Wars back in 1977. I mean, they're never going to catch that lightning in a bottle again. But this is really aimed, I think, more at there's a fandom that's going to go see this. I don't know how much wider appeal it's going to have. And I got to be fair, I've never thought Grogu looked realistic in any way at all. It's always looked like a puppet. Now, I'm not saying that Yoda didn't look like a puppet, but Yoda, at least to me, was more, I don't know, believable.
Swagger.
Something. They just don't have it with this. This looks like a cheap puppet to me. I don't know. I did find a Grogu little helicopter thing in my yard one day, and I live in it's not a gated community by any means, but it's one of these little helicopter things that a Grogu can ride in. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but this was back the first year. So they did eventually come out with some merch, but
no, they've had a lot of merch. I think what kind of hindered it is because they didn't have it like ready. It's one of those things where they weren't like prepared for the Grogu fever. Now they're kind of like, they fully prepared. Like everything is set. There's all kinds of everything, right?
Yeah. It makes sense, though, Fletcher. Right? Yeah, think about it, Fletcher. Think about it. So you work in Disney corporate, and you go, what do you mean Rose Tico toys aren't selling? Well, then we got to stop doing these toys. We got to stop worrying about it. Forget the toys. Forget the merch. Forget the George Lucas money-making formula. And then they come out with this, and you're like, what? Where are my Grogu toys? We need Grogu toys. Yeah. We need them immediately,
And they fully embraced it. So that's a good sign. The good sign is that they finally realized that we do have to have our merch because, I mean, Star Wars made its money off merch.
That's right. That's right.
So I mean, but some of
Mhm.
this merch is kind of cool. I mean, this is a collectible bucket that has, I mean, his
Yeah.
helmet light ups. You know, it's got a
What?
music and logo projector. You
Oh,
know,
What?
come on. What?
I mean, how cool is that?
Do they
That's
put
regal,
actual
huh?
popcorn in this, or do people
I,
say no, thanks, no popcorn?
I've never actually seen anybody put popcorn in this. I think they usually just you know, they just kind of like go, oh, you know, they get the, you know,
Is
some
there
people get
a
these ones.
is there a
Okay.
Pedro Pascal glow
Bust.
stick
Oh.
popcorn bucket?
I think that's coming, but I think those are only available in San Francisco.
Okay.
Okay.
So there might
Well,
be.
until then.
So,
Chris Gore seems like somebody you can have fun with.
You think?
Yeah.
no pun intended.
Hey, no
Right. You
pun.
don't really want to say that right now,
All puns are intended.
unless you're his girlfriend.
I'm not. No. A laugh with.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
No disrespect, Amanda. Amanda's a great lady.
That's true. And this is Regal. I think
Regal.
I
What
think
about Cinemark Cinemark?
Cinemark, I think, is offering the ears.
The Grogu ears.
Yeah, I think to the first ones that are coming out. So they're doing, you know, they're doing stuff.
Well, they have the official Grogu pin. You know, and let me see.
And
Cinemark.
some people are doing tickets, you know.
Yeah.
Tickets are on sale.
Yeah, so Cinema has a popcorn bucket with just a baby, I think. So
they're pushing this, man. They're pushing this, and it's got
2
the new
weeks.
poster look.
Yeah, we're down to
they
the
have-
last 2 weeks now.
and you can order even like
Mhm.
full size Mandalorian.
Oh, come on.
Yes.
Where is this
$300. This is Cinemark.
How much?
Of like, let's see. So it's a full size Mandalorian.
Oh my god!
No, that's a 1/6.
1/6. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say that's kind of cheap for it. So 330.
Mhm.
But this is another thing.
Oh,
where
there's
the
Pedro.
move-
There he
The-
is. Yeah, finally the Pedro bust. Oh yeah.
Take that off.
That's your boy, man.
Heck no. Man, my boy. Oh,
He's Chilean.
so they are looking to well, this goes to another side, which is movie theaters trying to get into the, you know,
The merchandise.
merchandise fight, right? Because it's such, you know,
I think it's a
guess
good
they
idea.
figured-
I think it would have been a good idea if they had also gotten into selling the or the floppy comic books for their Marvel movies. You know, why not? Oh, look at there, Pedro, Lego Man.
Mark D with the C, member of the channel, and he made this for me. You need the Pedro
sweet.
stand-in for your studio. Well, make me one. Yeah, he did it off his 3D printer, his fancy one.
That's fantastic.
It's a Lego version. Messed up hair.
Lego my logo.
Mark D with a C.
Yeah. All right, and so how do you think it?
This I was going to say, I think this is a bigger part of Disney's plan to get back to what worked and get rid of what didn't, or at least downplay it. You and I were talking a little bit about this earlier on the Midnight's Edge channel. It's the 50th anniversary of the original film, Star Wars, next year. They're getting rid of the sequel era Disney trilogy, the sequel trilogy stuff, but Star Wars are kind of flashing it with the classic characters, which is a smart move. They should have done it a long time ago. We all know it was Kathleen Kennedy's idea to not lean into the classic characters because the fans of that stuff are aging out. But I saw an incredibly eye-opening survey review with some 18-year-olds who say they love watching the old stuff and the prequels. They don't like watching any of the Disney stuff. Don't like it. They like those old characters, the characters that they kind of grew up around, because they tried to use 3PO and R2D2 as sort of the bridge, I think, between the original character, original trilogy and the Disney, and that just wasn't what people wanted, and it just doesn't make it a better movie. It's kind of like trying to say it would have been like Disney when they did their Dorothy Gale. What was that movie? The Oz movie they did with what's her name from not Charmed. What was that Wizard of Oz sequel movie they did back in like 1984, 85? I can't remember it now. It's kind of dark. And it would have been like if Disney had gotten the Wizard of Oz, the Baum Books license, and then said, we don't want to lean into anything from the original classic that people have been watching every time it comes out at theaters and every time it comes on TV for years and years and years. We're only going to Return to Oz. That's right. Thanks, chat.
Yeah.
We're only going to show Return to Oz characters in our park. Forget the old stuff, right? We need the new stuff. Well, that's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And it was a ridiculous decision then. And Lucasfilm suffered because of the ridiculous decisions of Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah, we couldn't really get into it on Midnight's Edge, really sink our teeth into it. Because I think there's so much shift going on now that KK's been out.
Yeah.
Filoni and Favreau, who I'm a huge Favreau fan.
Me too.
Filoni,
I'm not sure if I trust him yet. I mean, he's capable, but I'm not sure I trust his judgment on everything, but I do trust Favreau's judgment.
Now, going back to Galaxy's Edge here on Bleeding Fool, back to original Star Wars trilogy.
Yeah.
Was it here that I read that they're going to have, that they put Rey in the back?
I don't think so. I think she's still going to be around, but they're just kind of pushing them.
Yeah, to the back, like to the side.
But they were pushing her out front. When Galaxy's Edge was first introduced, really the only thing from the what would entertain fans of the original trilogy was the fact that the Millennium Falcon was there, right?
Right. Yeah. So what your article is saying is bringing this focus back to the franchise's roots.
Yeah.
Nearly after 7 years after the land opened in 2019, Darth Vader has officially arrived. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
That is so crazy.
Yeah.
He just debuted.
Isn't that insane?
Wow.
Well, I mean, they used to have like these shows or whatever, like you'd see a dancing Darth Vader at some musical thing at Disney, but he wasn't a regular Galaxy's Edge character at all. It was Rey, it was Kylo Ren,
BB-8, Kylo Ren, and that they were hedging their bets that was going to be,
Yeah, they leaned into it, but they shouldn't have downplayed the Darth Vader. Come on, man, come on, dude. Darth Vader even factors into your sequel trilogy. Come on. Kylo Ren's burned up granddaddy's mask. So it's just things are shifting at Disney. It's course correction time, but it's also a good excuse to do it with the 50th anniversary, I think. I don't think they're going back. I don't think they're going to erase those movies. I mean, come on. Do you?
I think if everything goes well, which they're very nervous of, we did like a 35 minute video scoop with Cameron Pasha yesterday. We put it up, and he got some intel from Lucasfilm that the execs are nervous about a lot of things, which to me makes total sense, right? Because they thought that the fandom would be happier now that KK's gone, and it's like, nope. We still got Filoni. There's still a lot we don't trust, and the TV shows have been horrible.
Yep.
And so the executives are nervous. They don't want to. They want to go that direction of not a total decanonization, but just almost like it never happened.
Right. Well, I kind of alluded to this. This is a suggestion I had over on Midnight's Edge too. I think the smartest thing they could do right now after this movie comes out, even if it's a smashing success, I think they should put a pause on their live action stuff. And I think they should announce for the 50th anniversary. Now they're going to do this Starfighter with Gosling, that's fine. But I think after that, let's hold off on movies, unless Starfighter is just such a lightning in a bottle moment that it's just like, man, we've got to have a sequel. This is crazy. We love it. And you might as well be planning for that, but I don't think you pursue it until you know how it does. In the meantime, I think they need to develop original trilogy characters, adventures right after Return of the Jedi. Right, and it needs to be animated. And you need to get voice actors that sound either exactly like it, or you get Mark Hamill in there, and you get Harrison Ford in there, and you get somebody that sounds like Carrie Fisher and everything else, and you go gangbusters, because Marvel Comics did it. Marvel Comics, when they have the license again, they lost it for a while to Dark Horse Comics. But Marvel Comics really had some creative stories that they told. Matter of fact, one of the coolest things they told was they followed Chewie and Han Solo after the original Star Wars, so they were telling stories in between the movies, right? And man, they could do neat little 22-second episodes, because I will tell you one thing, the animated stuff, except for some of the more recent stuff that Disney did, has always really hit well. What's his name that did the Clone Wars originally? Jenny.
The guy that did Samurai Jack.
Yeah, man, that stuff hit good. And
that did real well.
Maybe not the movie so much, but the animated series that he did was great. I even liked Rebels a lot more than I thought I would. I watched all 4 seasons of that. And I think they ought to get back to the original characters. Yeah, Tartakovsky. And lean into that a whole lot and tell those tales, especially with, again, like I said, it's the 50th anniversary of the original film. And they can celebrate that, and we can enjoy that. And then you can explore these other areas. And if it makes sense to bring Rey in somehow one day, sure. But I mean, you don't have to pretend they never existed, but you don't need to keep going there. I mean, let's treat that like the future, and let's go back to the era that can be explored a little bit further.
Well, I think they're trying to do that with Maul a little bit.
Yeah, Maul is actually our reviewer, Shark of Paper at Bleeding Fool. I think his review for these last 2 episodes go up tomorrow, but he's been loving it. It's been so well done, and I think that was a smart move. I think that was, I think. Go ahead.
I think, Chris, they for the most part, they know what the problem is, and they're trying to like take what's worked, like you mentioned earlier, Visions and the anime.
Yeah,
those are very respected and successful.
Yeah,
not like the big, streaming numbers. But Maul's been a hit, and then live action stuff. It's like, okay, well, it's Filoni's characters, Ahsoka, and then Mando and Grogu.
Andor's done okay. It's just speaking of Benjamin Bratt. Do what? You don't like it?
No, he was. Isn't it? Did I hear right that Filoni's not a fan of Andor?
Maybe.
I heard that somewhere, Fletch.
Yeah, I don't think he liked it. I do know that there was a bit of a split, I guess, on people who really liked it and people who within kind of like Lucasfilms. Yeah. So there's that kind of group. But yeah, there's kind of like shifting ideas, trying to come forward, because we still have Ahsoka coming up, So that's going to be interesting.
That'll be interesting. I'm not looking forward to that. But I think that covers the Star Wars stuff and the Mando stuff. We'll see how it looks. You can always check out Bleeding Fool.
Yeah, thank you.
Their links. We'll have them up, and then we're gonna be on the 14th. We're seeing the film early. Me and Rosa. We got the media. Who's that?
Ow! Not me.
Okay, that's Fletcher. Now, was it his fault or Ursula, his wife? Right?
Does he have a cat?
We're gonna find out right now. But it's time for some more Babosadas of the week.
Anthony, give me a boy's name that starts with the letter H. Jose.
Okay, recently, country singer from Texas, Casey Musgraves, covered Selena Quintanillas Tu Solo Tu at Green Hall with the Mariachi Brothers. That is the statement from Pop Crave. Pop Crave is this huge, what was it,
Tool.
3.5 million
Yeah.
followers, right? And listen, this is not a slight on Casey. And she did very good. I mean, really nice. I'm afraid to even play this because it'll get more copyright. It's a great song, but this is not a Selena song.
Oh no.
She covered it. And I had wrote the fact you're posting this on Cinco de Mayo tell me you don't care without telling me you don't care. Classic Mexican ranchera song written by Felipe Valdez Leal in 1949. This song is old, guys. And it's been sung by a lot of famous singers, Selena and Pedro Infante as well. So, this got some views. People are like, hey, it's not that serious. Selena's the best version. Yeah, but that's not what these guys said.
Yeah.
You guys are making it like this is Selena's song. It's not her song.
Yeah. It should have been in the style of Selena's cover of.
That's exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And again,
I don't know. I mean, whoever posted this on Pop Crave, which they're about as deep as a puddle,
is that their?
Yeah, they're lightweights. I mean, they've got a lot of followers, so it's generic stuff.
But see, that's why these types of cultural missteps get me, because I'm like, dude, you're not even representing right.
Wait till Juneteenth comes around. I mean, they're all going to be making asses of themselves then too.
Yeah. She can sing, man. This is great. She does a great job.
Yeah.
Beautiful song. It's a beautiful song. So
do they even have does the band play in this?
This is at Green Hall. Have you ever been to Green Hall?
No.
Oh man, it is such a cool old hall in hill country of Texas. I used to live there for many years, and I've seen a couple bands there. Nice. I mean, it's so intimate, but it's pretty, it's pretty old.
Yeah, it looks like.
But yeah. Then she had her band, but then she had these mariachi kids come on and play with her. So nice. I don't know what happened. Fletch is not at. Fletch, you can add yourself anything.
Smash. I hope somebody didn't break into his home and he said, "Hold on," Yeah, it's been a weird day, hasn't it?
It's so weird, man.
There he is.
It's so weird. Are you okay, Fletch?
Oh yeah, no, it was a cup broke, and we're trying to clean it up.
Okay. Well, Olo says Mazel Tov because it broke.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. All right. Well, listen, we're going to trudge through because we do have people watching, and Chris is our guest. But let's get to the big ones here that we can bring up, and then we'll get on out of here.
Yeah.
Because you know what? Let me bring this up one more time.
Okay.
So you can see this. This is a better. I don't know if this. I think this is at a different venue. But this is Casey singing the same song the other night. Okay. Let's go.
She's fire. She is.
Gotta tell you, man. The weirdest day so far to stream. All right, we're gonna keep going. All right, let's talk about these Met Gala looks. Have you seen these we saw these Met Gala looks, right?
Yeah, we did.
So, let's do a little comedy first with this. This is someone impersonating this look here.
Really smile.
Give me a second, guys.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a bit of a kind of like an unusual Met Gala, wasn't it? I mean, I know that it's like what exactly are we?
What's
What
the
do we-
barometer for
What's
that?
the barometer for that?
Yeah.
I mean, does your wife make you watch it at all? Or
No,
she
not
doesn't.
at
She
all.
doesn't. No. So I
No,
guess
no.
this year, every year, so the Met Gala every year has a design, like
Mhm.
the inspiration. So I guess this year was famous paintings.
Yeah.
So let me turn off the music. So this is Rachel Ziegler,
Yeah.
and this is a painting, Lady Jane by Paul Delaroche. So that was the inspiration. Then we have this one was supposed to be the Black Madonna,
Yeah.
I guess.
Mhm. I guess.
I guess, right? It's loose interpretation. Temptation of St. Anthony. We have this. So that was very interpretive. But I guess the main thing is like at what point do you is it art and what time is it like high school musical, right?
Yeah. Well, to me, all these people have a need to be seen, a need for attention, right? And there were some that dressed very tastefully in this, but
This one I think was really well done, actually.
yeah, I think that's beautiful.
Yeah.
But there were people like Heidi Klum. What in the world was she doing?
Oh yeah. What was Heidi Klum she was supposed to be Michelangelo, right?
Well, she was sort of some kind of statue or something. Yeah,
Yes, there
it
you
is.
goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Raphael Monti.
But she's crazy anyhow, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Who was it that what was Katy Perry supposed to be?
Oh, that some people said some kind of Power Ranger or something.
Yeah, I don't think that was a famous painter.
Yeah, I don't think it was a famous painter. Who is she in here?
I don't think she's in this string of
Oh,
clips.
is this a different video?
Yeah, I can't control your video, so we'll check it out.
Right.
But
No, right.
here we can go back to it. There we go.
Here we go.
No. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. So what we were talking about the different looks of it, and how some of them went from very art craft, and some of them did actually look pretty cool. Basically, who succeeded in the mission, right?
Yeah.
And
Right.
who kind of
The mission was
failed.
fashion is art,
Yeah.
which really can what?
And fashion's always been art to a degree. I liked what Stanley Tucci was wearing. I mean, that's what I would have gone as the way he dressed. Very standard. I saw a couple of good looking capes. I was surprised to see. I would rather see a man wear a cape than a skirt or a dress.
It did have, so I don't know what Katy Perry, because I guess that was the question. What was Katy Perry going on?
Yeah, she was dressed as some kind of alien astronaut that looked like a
some
body
kind of,
electric.
Yeah.
Like something from an album from the Cars on acid. I mean, I don't know what she was doing, but we joked that, she's an astronaut now, so she can dress that way.
Rachel Ziegler dresses as the famous.
Well, then you got the.
Look at her vamping there, man. She's such a vamp.
What's going on here? What really is going on here?
February 12th.
Okay.
Rachel Ziegler dresses as the famous execution of Lady Jane painting, which depicts the final moments of the 17-year-old princess being guided to the block before her execution on February 12th, 1554, at the Tower of London.
Yeah, so why did she think this was the outfit to go with?
Because she thinks she's a martyr.
I guess you're right. And this weird lower lip jutted out, chin poked out vamping she's doing, it's creepy. And that's not at all how that woman was dressed in the painting. So yes, she's wearing
Right.
white, but a little bit more of it. I don't know. You know, they just want to be seen. They want attention. These kinds of people are made to be Hollywood stars. There are plenty of actors out there that don't have the same egos that people like Rachel Zegler have. Maybe
Fletch?
that's good actors. Yeah.
No, completely. I agree. It's, more of the, I think, new Rachel Zegler kind of like talking points that she's been kind of pushing out from the media, from her, what do you call it, interviews and like very posh, very rich magazines that nobody gets interviewed for, but she got the hookup with, saying, how much she was victimized by the industry. Even though the magazines are the industry.
Right.
And now she, of course, is like, the victim stuff. But the jaw thing, I think it's some people were saying a bunch of things that I won't repeat because there was some kind of, like a, there's certain substances that causes that. And other people think she's just kind of doing this exaggerated kind of model look to it, so it runs the gambit. But I did find out who Katy Perry was supposedly dressed as.
Okay, let's hear it. Katy
Are you
Perry.
ready for that?
Yeah.
So Katy Perry is actually
Oh, come on.
dressing as Cobra Commander.
I don't think so, but that's hilarious.
What?
Looks like Cobra Commando the Nun.
Hey,
Cobra the Nun.
It's G.I. Joe tie-in right there.
It kind of it almost looks like it reminds me of those scary fembots from the Bionic Woman TV show.
Oh, man.
But you would need the
Retro.
eyeballs and the weird mouth thing, so it's not quite the same. Somebody said that she looked like one of those characters off the Black Hole that wear the red.
Oh, yeah.
That have no face or something.
That's funny.
It's ridiculous.
There you go. I don't know. You
Katy
heard it here
Perry.
first, guys.
Yeah,
So we
Katy Perry.
uncovered hard-nosed reporting.
That's
Well,
good
it's
stuff.
almost like what's really interesting that you get to see like these actors, these celebrities with their fashion people like run with this theme because it was all over the place, man. And some people I think nailed it, looked really great, and some people didn't. And what's trending right now is Rachel Zegler's jaw.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
What the heck? Yeah.
Yeah. Look at this. Met Gala clip goes viral as jaw movements spark debate. Man, what the heck? Fans baffled by the star's mouth. And the tragedy is that many people think she's a good-looking woman.
She is an attractive woman. I think she's attractive.
This does not make her look attractive.
No. This makes her look like a serious actress.
No, serious. You funny man.
Well, she just looks silly. She looks like she's in over her head, is what it looks like to me.
In over her jaw.
The pun is she gets executed. The character gets executed right after this. Online debate over jaw movements. This woman is a walking, living meme. Okay, my
Look
gosh.
at that. Look at that. That's MSN.
So is that cocaine jaw?
Yeah, that's what I was trying
Okay.
to. Yeah, I hinted at it, but
Yeah, well, they're not. Hey, listen, they're not going to shut you off, Polly.
Listen, I'm just reading these here. I didn't write an article. The only thing I've written in regards to this on the Slant on our website was like she is she's a lightning rod. As far as why are people going after her? It's like she is a lightning rod. This just when you think she was out of the woods.
Yeah. I don't know how you rehabilitate her. You know what I mean? I'm actually in the middle of working with somebody on a rehabilitation for their reputation on something unrelated to all this. And it's a the first thing you have to be, I think, if you're going to try to change people's opinions of you is you really need to be sincere in your attrition for whatever the mistake is that you made. But I don't think Rachel Zegler owns any mistakes. She's one of these that she doesn't think she did anything wrong. She doesn't think she said anything wrong. She's sincere in being wrong about everything, but she doesn't believe she was wrong. You have to have real attrition, and it has to be sincere. It can't be faked, right? You can't like pretend cry about something. I'm so sorry. And because people can see right through that. We're much more savvy than we used to be. You know, back when movies were first a thing, audience was go to the theater and they would see a big wave coming, an ocean wave, and they would think they were going to get wet. We're way more savvy these days, right? We can see right through that stuff. And she just does not have, there's nothing real about her. And I think that's also a very difficult thing for a narcissist to do. Narcissists are very good at lying, but they're not very good at being sincere and or showing attrition. And I feel bad for
Right. And like you said, it's like audiences catch it right away. They just don't believe you're being authentic. You're being authentic when you're being nasty. When you're
that's
throwing
the
it back.
authentic self. Yeah, that's the
Well,
real her.
I see you. I see you. And I think that's why people have she's such a lightning rod, because you know it's like don't really buy the I've learned, but have you? And love the fans, but do you?
Yeah.
And I believe you when you say, if you voted for the other guy, screw off. I believe that.
Yeah, she was being very
know,
sincere.
Right
She's
before,
like that meme. What is that meme of the woman shoveling poop over the wall? And then when it gets thrown back on her, she's like, what did I do?
So we got one more with this Met thing, because it did
Oh.
raise $42 million for its own cause, which was really weird as far as like the fashion institutes at the Met, Fletcher.
Yeah, it's a charity. So each person they raise money. So
right. Sarah Paulson wears $1, and this speaks to our thumbnail, over her eye to call out the 1%. The actress, who's worth an estimated $12 million, used her outfit to call out the world's elite while attending the $100,000 per person Met Gala. So I don't know about you, man. The last time, I don't know anyone that has $12 million.
No, nope, sure don't.
Or 100,000 to just dropped on one night.
And that's just to attend, not even to buy a table. To buy a table is like, what, 300, 500,000?
No. Plus the,
plus the dollar.
Everything, yeah.
It's interesting though, like she's trying to be noticed, right? She's not just she's trying to make some kind of weird statement. The only thing I know Sarah Paulson from is what was that movie? The M. Night Shyamalan movie, Glass or something. She was the shrink, that was telling the superheroes guys that it was all fake or whatever, but she was really some kind of villain. Spoiler alert. This is like, this is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous.
It's funny because she does look like a supervillain in this.
Yeah.
Well, again, they play villains really well. They played evil characters very well.
What is she saying having $1 over her face? Now you can see with this a great photo because they've poked little holes so that it looks like you're looking through a fence if it's really close to you, so she can see. But what are we being? What is the significance of the $1 over the face? Because $1 is cheap. I mean, I would have been more impressed if that had been $1,000 bill or something. You know what I mean? This is just $1, and it's not even a real dollar. But what is she saying here? Can any of you grasp it? I can't. I don't know what she's saying. Is this?
I can't see.
Yeah, no, I can't see you for $1. I'd buy that for $1. I mean, I don't know what she's doing other than looking like a fool. Because if you're trying,
you should be looking at a bleeding fool.
There we go. I'm curious. Yes, the 1%. Who even calls it the 1%? You are the 1%, you clown. You are
The
the
1% it calls it a 1%. I never heard poor people say 1%.
I've never
The
heard
name.
anybody that I know has ever said, "Oh, the 1% anything." Ah, forget it.
So I guess the design, the mask is called "Blinded by Money."
Ooh, that's deep.
The collection was a reflection of greed and corruption that comes with extreme power. A bold fashion statement appeared to spark immediate backlash. One of the most exclusive high dollars events in the world. So
Yeah, that was a faux pas, is what I think they call
that's
that.
very apropos.
Yeah. Here we go. Oh, now that's big money.
What?
Big money. He doubled it.
Those are the $2 ones. Sorry, man. So what are you trying to say now, Paulie, with your,
I'm part of the 2% that I love skim milk. 2% skim milk.
Skim. You look like a cyclops with that on there. It's funny.
Oh, so Paulie's now in the Odyssey.
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan call.
The big budget Odyssey.
Big budget Odyssey.
Yeah.
It's
crazy.
I have this in a jar for. See, that's the thing. I actually have this in a jar for her. Romy's parents gave it to me. It's for for good luck with money.
Thought you needed a tip jar.
Yeah,
a little tip jar.
No, I mean it goes back to just how we view wealth and earning and working and money and saving. I mean, it's like good for you, Sarah, but
yeah,
who are you actually saying this to?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. And could you imagine how she had to talk to people with this dollar? The whole thing is.
Well, I'm sure right after the red carpet, they take that crap
Yeah,
off,
probably. I mean, what's the point?
Oh, yeah, they just take it during the thing. But it's funny because even I think Cosmopolitan even said it was tone deaf. So it's like even when Cosmo was saying it's tone deaf.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, that is something. That is something. Where Cosmo says it's tone deaf.
I'm like, what?
There's a lot of tone deaf there last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you have it.
Yeah.
Maybe she should have put like more currency around her ears, and that would have been.
She should have been wearing a dress made out of money.
There you go.
There we go.
Wow.
I think that's been done.
Well, I'm sure that dress was not cheap.
No.
Oh no.
Yeah. I mean,
you remember when what was her name?
Cortez wore the Eat the Reach.
Oh, AOC,
yeah, when she wore the Eat the Rich, and I'm thinking same thing, totally tone deaf.
Yeah,
Eat the Rich. Well, you're there for dinner then, because they're all there. Yeah, it's a buffet.
Bad Bunny, I actually thought did something very interesting last night. He came as an old man, and I wanted to play this for you, Chris.
Go ahead.
Know me, then you know that Bad Bunny Benito is my favorite of all time. ¿Cómo está, Benito? Dime qué pasa.
We good.
We good. Okay,
Yeah.
Benito, tell me how do you do this? How do you just keep upping it every single year?
I don't know. It's getting part of my life. Always try to do something different and
that is great old man makeup, man. I gotta say, Chris,
it's great. It's much better than what they've been doing on Apple's For All Mankind. I don't know if anybody's watching that, but the old man makeup they've been putting on their main star has been awful. This is much better.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's terrible.
I don't know if he explains what does it being an old man has to do with this thing, but
this day of the Met is a perfect day to you explore and be creative and express yourself in a different way. So that's what I'm doing tonight, and glad to be here with you and we all everyone here.
Y Benito, ¿cuántas horas para hacer esto? How many hours?
53 years. Exactly, 53 years. So it took a little bit, but it worth it. I hope it looked good. Do I look good?
You look great.
Thank you.
You look perfect.
Thank you.
Benito, gracias para todo.
Gracias a ustedes.
Okay. Who is this with the ship on their head?
That's Madonna.
What is going on here?
Yes, well, she's insane. We know she is.
There is no bigger fan of Benito and Pedro Pascal than Fletcher. What do you think of Benito's thing here, Fletcher?
Well, I'm really glad he did this because I love that he said, "Oh, I'm doing something original," and
Okay,
literally,
bring it.
he's already getting called out. Bad
Uh-oh.
Bunny accused of copying The Weeknd transforms to an old man for 26 Mel Galley. So he's literally did the same thing somebody else is doing, and it's even Latino Twitter has called him out. It's like,
Oh,
oh,
love it.
Benito's already like, it's like, come on, man. It's
Benito,
like
¿qué
the
pasó,
exact
Benito?
same thing. So it was like, well, you can't expect much,
So The Weeknd went as an old man like this, what, a couple of years before, whatever.
Yeah, he did like I don't know if it was a video or something where he aged himself like that. So everybody's like, yeah, you just basically doing what The Weeknd did, which it's
Wow.
it's this is not the first time he's been accused of plagiarism, but
No,
it's funny.
come on.
Funny about plagiarism in the Met Gala was when they're trying to. At least he could have said, "I'm dressed as The Weeknd," but I was like, "No, I'm being original.
I'm being creative. He's being
Being
creative.
creative.
Come on.
Just being
All
creative."
right. So then, what are we saying? That this is better or worse than the Ziegler scarf or the Polson dollar bill?
This is the best of the three.
There you go.
Yeah,
the best of the three. There you go. Bad Bunny, Ziegler, and Paulson with the dollar, obviously representing real Americans and their plight everywhere. Let's end this with something positive, guys.
Okay.
This is an archive video from 1993. Right? Selena talking artist who admires influences in her music industry. We'll just play. We'll do a little translation too, but I think it speaks for itself.
Bueno, yo admiro mucho en el mercado mexicano. Bueno, donde empecé cantando.
So they asked, who do you admire most musically? Correct, Fletcher?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And she's like, Latin or here or whatever. I think they said anywhere, right?
Era artistas más de los 50s. Canciones muy viejos. Pues también, no sé si conoces a Taste of Honey, Michael Jackson, wow. ¿Quién más? AC/DC, muchos artistas que en ese tiempo lo estaba pegando muy fuerte. Y Kiss y todo eso.
Okay, Taste of Honey, Michael Jackson, AC/DC, and Kiss. I would not expect those coming from Selena Fletch.
Well, just Texas girl, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you hear all that, little disco. Mom probably played the disco. Dad probably played the AC/DC, and brothers probably played Michael Jackson. Big family.
Let's play a little bit more of this, and we'll get Chris's thoughts as well. But I have some deeper thoughts with this and MJ.
Pues ahora, por lo pronto, yo creo que es si todavía Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, Mariah, Whitney, artistas como Gloria Estefan, tenemos que darle gracias a ella porque ella abrió las puertas para nosotros, nuestros hispanos.
So she's saying Gloria Estefan really opened up for women, but she also loves Whitney Houston and Janet Jackson.
Pues están ayudándonos muchísimo porque ahora pues más antes era un poquito más difícil para entrar al mercado inglés, pero ella con su música pues abrió las puertas para nosotros, los hispanos.
Sí, definitivamente Gloria Estefan, John Secada le va cruzando los pasos.
Exacto.
Ahora Selena.
Ay, gracias.
¿Algún concierto en la ciudad de Los Ángeles próximo?
Bueno, la verdad.
I don't think she says anything else about Michael in this. Let me speed it up.
Pues ha sido un placer platicar
Igualmente,
contigo, Selena.
Nana.
Te deseamos muchísimo éxito en esta producción que ya la tienes y en el nuevo álbum en inglés.
Okay, thoughts there, Fletcher, before we go to Chris.
Yeah, I mean, she studied the greats, I guess he's trying to say, and people that inspired her. And, thanks to, forerunners like um, uh, Miami Sound Machine, were able to, make it easier for her to break into the American market.
I mean, Chris, I don't know if you're a Selena fan. I do know you love music.
Oh yeah.
And what are your thoughts here on her honoring MJ and kind of those artists that opened the doors for Selena?
Well, I think she's being very respectful, and I think she's being very sincere. And just one of the things that just strike me in watching her talk about these people that inspired her, she is so. We talked about authenticity earlier. She is being so sincere and authentic, and I don't even know half of what she's saying, but she is such a beautiful person, and just loved what she's doing and loves music. And I love the Miami Sound Machine too. I saw them live back in 1988, I guess. She's what a loss for our culture. What a loss. But yeah, she was the real deal, and so was Michael. I don't know if you saw. Go ahead and tell us what your deeper thought was, Paulie, because you alluded to that.
Well, everything you just said, too, and that we've known as Selena fans, her warmth, her grace, her just her aura, everything. It was such a tragedy because she was just about to start her English, career.
Yeah.
And so everything you just said, my deep thought was that she lived the same life basically as Michael. Very very disciplined. Some say tyrannical father that pushed his kids to rehearse since they were kids every day. Soon as he heard how special her singing was, boom, that was it. Because he was a musician too, just like Joe.
Yep.
And watching MJ a couple times, and then seeing this, it struck me. And I had thought about this too when I was watching MJ. Just the life that Selena had led. It's always been music in the spotlight ever since she was a kid, and leading up to regional success and then more Latin American success with her music. So that was my deep. That was it. It wasn't
okay.
There's
No,
no
I see that.
conspiracy there. It's just more of like a praise and a appreciation at the same time. My sadness, for both of these wonderful people.
Yeah.
But you gotta give props to their families and they both did the same thing, right? They lived this American dream that you cannot do anywhere else. And
That's
what
true.
do you know? A Black family from poor Gary, Indiana, a Mexican American family from a border town. I mean,
Texas.
amazing, amazing, and just like the Jackson estate, the Selena estate is, hard gripped, run by the family. I mean, the father just passed away, but they're very much, for better for worse, run her estate, and her legacy is bigger than ever. So it's just very interesting. But go ahead, Chris. That's what I had.
Well, you mentioned with Michael Jackson. I have not seen the movie Michael yet. We are going for Mother's Day. We're taking my mom and my brother and his family and my family. We're going over there to see it. Then we're going to go to dinner after. We're seeing like a 4:00 show or something. But I wanted to share this little clip. Have you guys seen this clip from Bob Fosse's The Little Prince?
Yeah.
Yes.
This had to inspire Michael's dance abilities, because this came out in 1974, and I'm sure you guys remember the first time you saw the moonwalk. I don't know what the event was when Michael Jackson did the moonwalk. I'm trying to jump through here so we don't get another.
Motown 25.
Was it? Okay. Yeah.
Which is in the movie. You're going to see that in the movie.
Oh, I can't wait. I remember the next day at school, that's all we were talking about. And we were all trying to do it, you know? It was a cultural moment for dance. And, you know, and Michael got inspired to do it, things like that from this little movie. There's no moonwalk in this movie, but that's definitely Michael's stuff, you know? And I just think, Nazmi, I just think that I'm so glad for Jennifer Lopez doing the Selena movie. I'm glad that this Michael movie is out because we ought to remember these people for what they contributed to our society, to our culture, to our lives, not the salacious TMZ stuff. We don't go sit in a crowded theater full of strangers in the dark to see the stuff we've already seen reported in the news. We want this stuff to be uplifting. We want to be entertained. And everything I've heard about this movie is that's what it is. So I'm looking forward to it.
Well, back to the Bob Fosse thing, you know, he didn't just have one influence, right?
No, absolutely no. But a lot of those moves.
No. And he owned it. Like, you know, from Fred Astaire, Charlie Chaplin, Bob Fosse, he owned all of that. Like he would go to believe Studio 54 just to watch people dance to see what's going on. Truly, you know, just you know, he lived his art.
And he was a student of the craft. He was a student of, you know, and a master of the craft eventually, right?
And there's a lot of debate on the origins of the moonwalk.
Ooh, I've not seen this.
This is pretty cool.
Oh, yeah! Look at that. You think Michael saw this for sure?
Well, Michael claims to have seen everything. Like that's all he does is watch. This is Alberto Martinez.
That's amazing.
Who is this? Is this Tintal?
Alberto Martinez Chavez Resortes.
Oh, this is the Resortes.
Yes, so it's a very famous
go back to
comedic
the
artist.
Part again. Yeah, go back to that again. That's amazing. Look at that!
Wow,
awesome.
And as because Michael introduced that on Motown.
Okay, yeah.
But then in the after the fact, he perfected it in his live show where he did something like this. Then he did the forward walk, if I'm not mistaken, Fletcher, in his live concerts.
Yes.
Yeah. So, you know, that's what art is, man. It's sharing it, and it's taking that from here. I love that, man. I love that. Anything else on Resortes here?
No, that was just a clip I wanted to share because people online were talking about it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Clips. We're going back to Selena. This is her, you know.
This little song by Janet Jackson's brother.
By Janet Jackson's brother.
Oh, that's funny.
Here we go. Woo! Woo! Get out of here. Come on, brother. He's in the front.
She's 16 in this too.
Yeah. I mean, and look at the side shuffle. Oh,
the hair.
Oh yeah, but yeah. I mean, we all have that. The acid wash jeans.
Yeah.
This is absolutely incredible stuff, bro.
Have you guys ever heard Chris Cornell from Soundgarden and Audio Slave sing Billie Jean?
No.
Oh my! He breaks it down like it's a bluesy. It's one of the best things I've ever heard him do, cover song wise. It's fantastic. You got to listen to it. Billie Jean.
You know. So then when I see, you know, going back to Selena honoring MJ, and then this and that, and you know, then Fletcher sharing Resort there, it's all meant to be. And I get very emotional. I get very just overtaken, overwhelmed with emotion of, like you said, these angels that come and entertain us, and then they're snuffed out, or a lot of suffering, a lot of pain, I guess that's just the way it is, Chris. And at least we have their legacies, brother.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank goodness it was recorded. Thank goodness it was wound up being a part of our lives.
Yeah.
I hate how the technology has taken us now to where our phones are listening to us and sending us ads from Amazon and everything else. But the technology of being able to record this music and be able to listen to it years later, that's been a big deal. It's been a wonderful part of technology. I just dropped that in the chat for you guys to check out later. Listen, I've had a good time today. I got to roll. It's been a good show. I hope I can do it again soon. It's a long day when I do the show before that and this. So let's set it up ahead of time and we'll do it again. Okay.
God bless Chris. Bleeding Fool. Check out all the articles. We'll let you guys know about this strike. This is obviously this happened. We'll get through it. We'll clip this though and put it up, Fletcher, as I think this whole Michael Jackson's a great clip.
There you go.
And God bless everybody.
Yeah, if you need anything from me because it's on my channel, let me know. I'm happy to whatever. You can get it obviously on your own, but if you need something, let me know.
I believe I can still post videos. We'll see.
Okay.
All right, guys. Take care, everyone.
Love you guys.